Everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll see the story of a real poor man's struggle. Watch this story and adopt this to your own life to achieve your goals. Let's begin with the story. In the crowded streets of ancient Varanasi, under the shadow of sacred temples and echoes of chanting priests, sat a beggar named Hari. He was ragged, barefoot, and had nothing more than a worn-out mat and a rusty tin bowl. Every morning he sat near the temple gates, hands stretched, whispering, "Alms, please, a little kindness." People passed him like wind. Some tossed a coin. Most just ignored him. Over the years, Hari grew bitter. He believed fate had cursed him. He often muttered, "If only I was born rich, I wouldn't be stuck here." He envied the ones with silken robes and golden jewelry. He hated the children who laughed and ran around him. In his mind, life was a cruel game he never had a chance to play. One evening, after the crowd had thinned and dusk had painted the sky in shades of orange, a monk approached Hari. Unlike others, he didn't toss a coin. He simply sat beside him. "You seem tired of your life," the monk said gently. Hari scoffed. "You think? I've been sitting here for years. No one cares. Life gave me nothing. What do you expect?" The monk looked into his eyes. "What if I told you that under your very mat lies a treasure chest, untouched, waiting for you?" Hari looked at him like he'd lost his mind. "A treasure? Under this mat? I've been sitting on it for years." "Exactly," the monk smiled. "And yet you never thought to look." With those words, he stood up and walked away, disappearing into the evening mist. Hari sat puzzled. That night, unable to sleep, his curiosity got the better of him. He lifted his mat and started digging. Of course, there was no treasure, just dirt. But the monk's words haunted him. The next day, for the first time in years, Hari didn't beg. He sat thinking, "Have I been sitting on something valuable all along? Not gold, but maybe something else?" He remembered how as a child he loved to draw. He would scratch sketches on the mud walls of his hut with sticks. People had praised him, but poverty and misfortune had pulled him away from it. That night, Hari borrowed a piece of charcoal and began drawing on the stone pavement beside him. He drew gods, animals, kings, temples. At first, people laughed. Then they stopped, watched, admired. In weeks, his drawings became the talk of the town. A local artisan noticed him and offered him space to paint properly. "Your art. It's magic. Where did you learn this?" he asked. Hari shrugged. "I guess I've been sitting on it all my life." Years passed. Hari became a known artist. His murals were painted on the city walls. Foreigners bought his work. He built an art school for street children. He gave them not coins, but pencils, paint, and paper. One day, now dressed in a simple but clean kurta, he sat on the same temple steps, not to beg, but to watch. A young boy in rags approached and sat beside him, asking for alms. Hari smiled and said, "Have you ever checked under your mat?" The boy blinked in confusion. Hari pulled out a sketchbook and handed it to him. "Sometimes," he said, "we don't need coins. We just need a mirror to see who we really are." Moral of the story: we all sit on hidden treasures, our talents, our ideas, our dreams. But we're too busy blaming the world to dig beneath our own feet. The world didn't change for Hari. He changed his thinking, and that changed everything. So remember, you are not what the world says you are. You are what you believe yourself to be. Dig beneath your doubts. That's where your gold lies. Thank you for watching.